Okay, good afternoon. It is time for another food and conversation. Today I am having soup, chicken noodle soup, and I'm having a lovely tossed green salad with lots and lots of carrots. It's romaine hearts and a little bit of ranch dressing and some unsalted crackers for my croutons. All right, so we are going to be watching a Bonanza. I've had a pretty good day so far. Had a pretty good night's sleep last night. You can see it's sunny out there, but it's not going to last. It's just turned 50 degrees. Had a nice walk this morning. Ended over at the train yard, but no train activity. But I caught a beautiful, beautiful sunrise, red sky sunrise. It was just perfect timing, and I think that's what the video will be named, perfect timing. Because just as I got there, it started to turn, and I had the GoPro session to use as a time-lapse camera. So don't know how it come out, but we'll find out pretty soon. All right, so today I've got 3 more Bonanza episodes to share. So this is Hoss and the Leprechauns, episode 146, and I believe it is season 5. So this is kind of a, I don't know, it's a comedy, of course. I've seen it a bunch of times, but it's a little pathetic, I guess, as far as a comedy goes. But it's still good. It's all about Hoss and some leprechauns. So let's get started with this. I've got 2 more Bonanza episodes to share after this one, and we'll be done with it. Boy, that's just way too loud.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
Hoss is out fishing.
I'm going out there and I'm gonna get you granddaddy.
Alright, let's have a good lunch.
After him. I
Hmm.
am now. And then he's gonna join you at my table tonight.
Dinner table tonight. Huh? Oh, just as he's got a fish, too. Here we go. A leprechaun, it appears. Being chased by a bar. I don't know if that's a real bar. Yeah, I believe it is. So that's the way they used to talk back in the old days. Back then, they would call a bear a bar.
Wait a minute, the bear's going.
Yeah, interesting.
Wait a minute. Hey, little fella.
All right. Also was looking for him. He disappeared awfully quick, didn't he?
Hey, little fella, come on out. The bear's gone. Hey.
Yeah, this is a, I called this episode kind of pathetic, but it's more of a far-fetched, I guess, that there would be such a thing. As little green men. So he found a box.
Little fella, is this strong box yours? Now I know you can hear me. You couldn't have got that far away.
He's right there.
Come on out here and claim it right now. I'm gonna open it.
We see in the westerns quite a bit of times that somebody will use a gun to break open a box like that. And boy, I can't tell you how dangerous that is. ricochet could be very serious. Oh boy, salad's good.
Must be stalled.
Soup and salad.
Wait till Paul hears about this.
I thought about having a half sandwich because I do have some sliced ham, but I don't have any cheese at all. And that's something I've had to work long and hard to give up my cheese habit. But it's one I want to have happen.
Funny thing happened to me today down at the fishing hole. Yeah, you probably wondered where I got this box of gold, huh, Paul? Well, you see, there was this little green elf.
Green elf. Oh, here comes more green elves.
Shouting. What happened? I was depositing the gold dust. Before I finished burying it, a bear got at me. Then a giant ran down and chased the bear away. A giant? Biggest man I ever saw in my life. And he found the strong box and walked off with it.
So these are the same midget guys that were in
Honest.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Hoss and the Leprechauns. Boy, howdy. Salad is good. Definitely enjoying this today.
I knew you weren't going to believe me.
Well, it doesn't make sense, Hoss. Look, if he was as little as you say he was, now how can he go around lugging a strong box full of gold? This thing is a load for any one of us.
Let's look at it this way. If there is a little man running around, if, Paul, if is all I've been hearing. There ain't no if to it, Paul. I seen him with my own two eyeballs. A little man no bigger than that. I seen him. Right. A little man in a green suit that buried a strong box full of gold dust. He skips away into the bushes, where with a merry twinkle in his eye, he thumbs his nose and flies away to the rainbow. I've had all I'm going to take out of you, lad. Paul, how come nobody will believe me? I'm just telling you exactly what I seen, and it sounds sort of crazy or something. Hey, my... Look, what he says must make some sense, because there it is. It's a strong box. It's real. It contains thousands of dollars worth of gold. Must have come from somewhere. Right.
Yeah, and I imagine somebody's pretty anxious to get it back.
Well, we can stand around here talking about it all night. Tell you what, tomorrow morning we'll ride in and see Sheriff Coffee and tell him the whole story, and maybe he can help us.
You're not going to let him tell that story in town.
Oh, Papa, you can't do that. They're going to laugh at us. They're going to think he's loony.
We're going to try to get to the bottom of this. And Hoss...
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be telling a story like that.
Exactly the way he saw it.
Oh, they followed Hoss. But they want their gold back, obviously. Many horses, a mini wagon. For many men. wish I could sleep like that. Oh, big clunk. And of course, Mouse hears it. But did anybody else?
Hey, who's down there?
There they are.
Hey, wait a minute!
Now everybody's waking up. But they're gone. Or almost.
Hey, you little rascal, wait a minute!
Well, how's he going to explain this when there's no proof?
Hey, come back here! Whole bunch of them little green fellas, boy, just like the one I saw out in the woods. That little horse is nothing bigger than good-sized hound dog.
He's really running us up this time.
Oh, I gotta catch him, little rascal.
Of course you'll catch him. You'll catch him.
Well, we could if we'd hurry.
But, all right, just calm down. Adam, little Joe, go outside and look around.
What are we gonna look around for, Bob? I gotta have something to look for.
You heard what he said. We look for little green men riding on hound dogs. Now, go out, check around the house, and you look for a butterfly net just in case.
Butterfly.
Not quite what he said.
Oh, you got a good lump coming up here. Better get something to put on it.
Oh, look.
Somebody broke into the bookcase.
Strongbox, it's gone. That's what I was afraid they'd do. Hey, who? The little green men, Paul, the little green men. Now what am I going to tell the sheriff? The only part of my story you believe in the first place is the part about the gold and only them because I had that box to prove it. Now what am I going to tell him?
Well, you tell him the truth.
And you say that Adam and little Joe couldn't find the trail?
Well, it was dark, and they had a pretty good head start on the boys.
Look, Roy. See, these little fellers, they got a way about themselves. They just disappearing in thin air.
Well, maybe them little fellers' little horses was flying horses, and that's why I couldn't find their
Now look, Roy, we came here to report a robbery. If you're not going to take us serious, we'll go home. That's all.
Hold on! If anybody but Ben Cartwright come in here with a story like that, why, what do you want me to do, Ben?
The gold. Just see that it's recovered, that's all.
Look, religiously, I go through everything that comes into this office. And there's been no bank robberies, no stagecoach holdups, no gold shipments missing anywhere. So why in the dickens should I go out there hunting for something that ain't even been reported missing?
But Roy, that's just the point. We're reporting it missing.
And you can't claim something stolen that don't even belong to you.
Well, wait a minute, Roy. Somebody broke into my house. Somebody broke into my bookcase. Now, surely that's enough for you to go on.
I'm just not going to close up this office and go out there looking for a gang of little... Now, what would the folks of this town think if I was to try to organize a posse for the purpose of tracking down a bunch of little men with green suits? Why, they'd hog-tie me and lock me up in my own jail cell till election time. Well, gentlemen, I got places to go. I got to meet the stagecoach.
Honestly, there was
Son, it's
no reason to report it,
Don't
I
make no
guess.
damn fault. If somebody came to me with a story like that, I'd be at least interested enough to look into it.
Yeah. Well, listen, while I'm in town, I think I'd better go and pay that drain bill.
I think I'll go to the saloon and get me a beer.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. And I'll pick you up there as soon as I'm ready to go.
Johnny, stage on time today?
Ahead of time. Done come and went.
Yeah. Anybody get off?
There's just one fella. You looking for somebody in particular, Roy?
No, I just keeping tabs on the goings and comings. That's how I go.
Oh, yonder just saloon.
Yeah, much obliged.
Like I said
Oh,
before,
boy.
right down the street, you saved yourself a trip. Here he is now.
Oh, nice to meet you, sir. McCarthy.
Well, now we've seen this guy
James
before.
Aloysius McCarthy.
This is
see that you are the bulwark of local law enforcement.
I'm the
Haas's rival, and
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I think perhaps maybe you can help.
one of the episodes in which Haas was in love, and
Any,
she married this guy instead, and then he
viewers of late?
didn't treat her so well, and so
No,
forth.
I hadn't been a stranger in this town in months of Sundays. Unless, of course, they was little men with green suits.
Men in green suits?
How about that, Hoss? More like little thieves in green
So
suits.
now we know this guy is involved
Strong
somehow
box full of gold.
in the little green man. Oh boy,
Hold on now, you
now
bum.
things are really taking off.
You had this whole town in a stampede. I didn't say nothing about a gold strike. I was just repeating a crazy yarn of horses.
Wasn't no crazy yarn, Roy.
Little man in green suits? Hoss, you must have got a hold of some bad whiskey.
I'm sorry.
No.
That was Roy's fault for saying anything.
It's a very charming story, and I'd like to hear a little bit more about it, if I may. Why don't we all refresh ourselves while we talk about it? Head the drinks around here, gentlemen. Won't you step up here, sir? Bartender, a couple of drinks here, please.
Hoss, I'd have given an eye to see out there fumbling around after them little green men you dreamed of.
That bird, Roy, I didn't dream him up. I seen him.
Please, what's the matter? My country, it's very bad luck to laugh at the little people.
Where do you come from?
Parliament.
Oh, excuse me, Miss McCarthy, this is Hoss Cartwright.
Oh, Mr. Cartwright, it's a great pleasure and an honor to meet such a fortunate man.
Yeah?
Only once in a lifetime, and maybe not even then, is a man privileged to meet another man who has actually seen a leprechaun. A what? Oh, yes, well, of course you wouldn't know about those, would you? Well, darling little bunch of rascals, all dressed in their green suits.
But are you sure these little fellas I see are
Leprechauns? Of course I am. Everything fits. Now, it's a very well-known fact that every colony of leprechauns has a buried treasure of gold. But to a leprechaun, freedom is much more precious than all the gold in the world. That's why, if you had caught one, you would have bought his release just like that by giving you all of his gold.
I ain't sure I understand exactly what you're trying to tell
Oh,
me.
it's quite simple. Had you actually caught one of these little fellows, he would have given you all of his gold and it would have been yours to keep. But since you didn't, well, it was perfectly all right for him to come after you and reclaim his treasure.
Well, I never heard anything like that.
Oh, well, that's a very commonplace thing in Ireland. It happens all the time. Well, I must say this is the very first instance I've ever heard of it happening in this country.
Hoss, this fella's pulling our leg.
Wouldn't be too sure of that, Roy. You thought I was, but I seen him.
Of course you did. And had you caught one of them, it is a far richer man you'd be today.
Yeah, that was quite a pile of gold at that.
Hobbs, you figure them little fellas still running around loose out there?
I reckon so. I reckon there's any way of knowing. Hey, where you going?
I think I know where he's going.
Well, it's starting now.
on the boss! Let's go inside and get out of this hot sun. Oh, I gotta get ready.
All right, let's stop it there at 1906. My soup and salad is done, and it was delicious. It really was. Very good. All right. Well, that will hold me till dinner time later on today, so maybe I'll come back at dinner time and I know what I want. I think I got 2 pot pies still in the freezer. Maybe we'll have that for dinner. And I know I've got a lasagna or 2, so we'll have one or the other. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and comment down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.